Hey guys, so today our objective is to cover regions of the U.S. We need to know these 5 regions that the U.S. is divided in so we can better understand, kind of the layout of the land and things like that when we start talking about how our country was settled and explorers and things like that. So the first thing I want you to do, you'll notice that this photo is on the board, and I just want you to take a look at this photo. And in Google Classroom, you will see a link to a Padlet. So look at the photo and you're going to head over to the Padlet and you're going to post your name. And it says, use the image on the board. What do you notice about the land in this photo? So just tell me some things you notice about the landscape, landforms that you see, and so forth. When you get done with that, you're going to head into your assignment for today, and you will find these directions posted in Google Classroom as well. Today, we're going to be using Google My Maps, and we're going to be dropping some pins to locate some different things in the U.S. So I'm just going to go through and show you a quick example. So it says use My Maps. You're going to go to your drive. You're going to go to New and Google My Maps. You guys have done this several times before. This is nothing new for you. So more and Google My Maps. Now, the title of this map is going to be U.S. regions because we're talking today about how the whole U.S. is divided up into 5 separate regions. So when your map comes up, the first thing you need to do is title it because you don't want all these untitled maps in your Google Drive because you won't know what you're looking at without a title. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to title my map. Come on. And I'm going to call it U.S. regions. And save that. So that is my first step, and I can see I have a map here. I'm going to go back and look at my directions, and it says find the USA and drop a pin. So I'm going to go to my map. Here is the United States, and I'm just going to use my little pin tool, and I'm just going to drop a pin right in the center, and I'm going to call this the USA. And then you can add a nice picture of it. So you can just go to more, Google image search, USA, and pick a photo that you think best describes, let's do this one, the USA. And when you're done, just hit save. So that is your first item. Second, drop a pin in the 5 regions and title each of the 5 regions. And there are some videos linked for you if you don't know the 5 regions, which most of you don't. That's why you're here doing this activity. This video is going to tell you a little bit about what makes up a region. And this video is going to focus more about what the names of the 5 regions are. Here is a still frame from one of the videos, and these are the 5 regions that you're going to be locating today. So you're going to work across this map. I would start with Northeast and then move across the country, dropping pins and labeling them. So I'm going to do the first one for you, and then you'll get the idea how to do the rest. So I'm going to start with Northeast. So I'm going to go back to my map. I'm going to close this pin out because I don't need it anymore. Whoa, baby. Scroll back in where I can see what I'm doing here. Drag my map over a little bit. Now, look again, make sure you're right. Northeast is right up here, Maine, New York, Pennsylvania, those areas. So I'm going to grab my pen and I'm going to drop it right here. And this region was called Northeast. And then I'm going to add a picture of northeastern United States, Northeast US. Okay, so I could add a picture of some maps here. Maybe I want to choose, like I see that New York is part of that. So maybe I want to get even more specific and type something that I know is there. So for example, let's look up New York photos. Oh, perfect. This is a perfect example of the Northeast. So I'm going to choose this photo and then save that. And so that has Northeast done. So I would go back to my video and I would move on to the next section until I do all 5 across the U.S. Go back to your directions, choose 3 points in the U.S. and drop a pin and find their exact longitude and latitude. So let's say I want to do Kentucky, right? So I would, let's see here. Let's go find longitude and latitude of Kentucky. All right, and so it tells me right here. So I'm just going to copy this, Control C. I'm going to go back to my map. I'm going to drop my pin on Kentucky. I'm going to call this Kentucky longitude, latitude. I'm going to Control V and paste that in and then find a picture of Kentucky. Oh, it would help if I spelled it right. And I like this picture, so I'm going to put that one in. And then save that. So that has the longitude and latitude. It tells me it's Kentucky. And then I would go, my directions ask me to do that for 3 different places. So choose another place, same thing, go search the latitude and longitude, drop your pin and paste that in. Finally, choose one location and describe where it is in relation to another place. So I'm going to go to my map, get rid of that guy. I don't need him. And I'm going to choose, let's see. Ooh, zoomed in there, didn't we? Back up a little bit here. I'm going to choose Montana. And I'm just going to drop a pin here on Montana. And now I need to give a little description here in the text box where it is in relation to some other places. So I'm going to say Montana is located in the Northwest region, and it is between Washington State, not to be confused with Washington, D.C., and North Dakota. Make sure we have everything spelled right. And now I'm going to add a picture of Montana. Ooh, very mountainous, very pretty. I'm going to save that there. Okay, so I'm going to go back and check my directions one more time. I've done everything it asked me to do. Now, here's the most important part. If you don't do this step, I'm not going to be able to see your work. You have to go to Share. It says private, so that means no one can see it. So I'm going to change the access. Anyone with the link, and it says can view, that's what we want. We don't want them to edit it because that means they can mess up your map. And then you're going to save and press done. And then you're going to copy this link and paste it into Google Classroom as a class comment. All right. So good luck today. And if you need anything, raise your hand. I'll be happy to help you. But always come back to this video because all of your questions will probably be answered here.